Late night talking about the silver shine. Yeah. Lunatic radio don't speak its mind.
Me and the loser tied, I'm on that ride. Raider Nation, I'm repping with pride. Hardcore fans, yeah, we in the house. Big dreams, but we catch now, no doubt. Silver and black, you'll have died. Win or lose, you know the loyal hearts keep it tight. It's the life.
West the coast living, keeping it G from. Rhythms always packed down, no, right.
Every game we bring the heat is tight. From the stands to the streets we ride. Loyal to the soil, no switching sides. Haters talk, but the nation shines. Win or lose, you know why. Loyal heart, and keeping tight. It's the life. Cats born, it's the morning after. Red of life, we bring the rapture. Talk is real, we shake the ground. Lunatic, Raider, hear that sound. Silver and black, till I die. Win or lose, you know why. Loyal hearts, keeping tight. Raider life, it's the life.
Late night talking about the silver shine. Yeah. Lunatic radio don't speak its mind.
Me and the loser tied, I'm on that ride. Raider Nation, I'm repping with pride. Hardcore fans, yeah, we in the house. Big dreams, but we catch now, no doubt. Silver and black, you'll have died. Win or lose, you know the loyal hearts keep it tight. It's the life.
West the coast living, keeping it G from. Rhythms always packed down, no, right.
Every game we bring the heat is tight. From the stands to the streets we ride. Loyal to the soil, no switching sides. Haters talk, but the nation shines. Win or lose, you know why. Loyal heart, and keeping tight. It's the life. Cats born, it's the morning after. Red of life, we bring the rapture. Talk is real, we shake the ground. Lunatic, Raider, hear that sound. Silver and black, till I die. Win or lose, you know why. Loyal hearts, keeping tight. Raider life, it's the life.
Late night talking about the silver shine. Yeah. Lunatic radio don't speak its mind.
Me and the loser tied, I'm on that ride. Raider Nation, I'm repping with pride. Hardcore fans, yeah, we in the house. Big dreams, but we catch now, no doubt. Silver and black, you'll have died. Win or lose, you know the loyal hearts keep it tight. It's the life.
West Coast living, keeping it cheap.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Raider Nation, stand up.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Top of the morning, Raider Nation, man. Hope all is well with y'all on this Monday morning, the day after podcast. And boys, this is a show for you. For those who've been sleeping under a rock, who don't know what has been going on with the Raiders, there have been a few offensive coaches who have been relieved of the duty with the Raiders. And I knew it was coming. For all those that don't know, Luke Getsy is no longer the offensive coordinator of the Las Vegas Raiders. He has been let go of his duties. A couple of other guys. You have James Craig, the offensive line coach, has also been given his papers, as well as Rich. I'm gonna mess with it. Scanagello, or whatever how you pronounce it, which is the QB coach. He is gone as well. Rumors are floating that Scott Turner will be given the reins of offensive coordinator, but I don't know. Don't write. That's not written in stone. This is what people are speculating. I don't think that makes any kind of sense for the fact that what offense is he running? You know what I mean? And I always told you guys, the guy, and I told y'all this yesterday morning, game day morning with the nation. I told you if Getsy continues with this inconsistent play calling and we get our ass whooped, he will not be calling plays in 2 weeks when we come out of our bye. He will not be. And lo and behold, last night he got yeah. You know what I mean? He got dismissed. I knew it was going to happen. I think it's just the timing of where the bye is during the year. And if the same thing keeps repeating itself as far as you can't blame the playbook. It's not the playbook. It's the play calling that was suspect and what eventually cost Getsy his job. Now, they said Scott Turner. Scott Turner only has experience as an offensive coordinator with the Washington Redskins from 2020 to 2022. He is alumni of UNLV, running Rebels. He had a lot of pit stops, Oregon State, Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Now with us as the passing game coordinator. He's only 42 years of age, young guy. You know when he was with Washington as the offensive coordinator, that was under Ron Rivera, who was head coach at the time. But last year? Last year they came in and swooped and cleaned everything up. Everybody got, you know what I mean, they're gone. So that's how come we lost Kingsbury to the Washington what the fuck is they now? The Washington Commanders. I gotta remember, bro. They changed their names, man. I don't know how many times, man. Like more times than Puffy. Diddy, Brother Love, or whatever the fuck he was calling himself. But anyway, back to football. So yeah, but my personal belief, it does not make sense and it does not align with Scott Turner becoming OC. For the fact that but see, the only way I said Joe Philbin. The reason why I said Philbin, a lot of you guys already know, he has nothing but positives when it came to being offensive coordinator. He was offensive coordinator twice with Green Bay, and he was the head coach of Miami, which all 3 times he uplifted that offense. I mean, by leaps and bounds. You know what I mean? And the offense that Getsy has been coaching from is Philbin's offense from Green Bay. Because Getsy was the wide receivers coach and quarterback coach while Joe Philbin was offensive coordinator, which also he was the offensive coordinator when Green Bay won the 2010 Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Philbin has experience, and with the offense itself has done wonders. You know what I mean? So it makes more sense. But the only way I don't see that happening is if Philbin is done with coaching and doesn't want to, you know what I mean, dab back into it, even on an interim level. That's at his discretion. But for all intents and purposes, everything aligns and fits what's going on. Before I go further, man, let me go ahead and shout out the world's most dangerous chat. I appreciate little tongue twister. I appreciate each and every one of y'all pulling up this morning, man. Y'all could have been doing other things, rubbing one out and everything, but y'all here. Hey, Mike G in the building, man. Salute to you, my brother. Hope all is well with you. Yes, sir. Alex is in the building, man. What it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to the nation, man. Yes, indeed. We got Raider Paul in the building, man, and he's setting it off on the right foot. The right shoe on the right foot. You dig? Let's go. We rocking and rolling with the Raiders every day. You feel me? Tom DeLeon in the building, man. What it is, man. Salute to you. I hope all is well. Who else we got up here? Raiders Syndicate in the building, man. Hey, Luna, what do you do? Your house is on fire. Nobody is coming to help. Hey, that's the realest shit ever spoke. Right on, Raider Syndicate. That's the realest shit. Hey, if the house is on fire and you all alone, you try to put that bitch out and you withstand it. You withstand the heat. I done had experiences trying to pull out a fire, bro. Hey. Here's a quick story. My parents' house, the garage caught on fire because the neighbor behind them, a youngster, was smoking weed in their garage, and they flicked the doobie down, and the doobie wasn't put out, and so their garage caught on fire, and it caught my parents' garage on fire, and I just happened to be visiting that weekend. Then I grabbed the motherfucking wire hose and thought I was, man, ain't no water hose putting out no fucking fire like that, bro. Once that shit hit the big old fucking tree, I forgot what kind of tree it was. Big ass tree. Man, that motherfucker went up, and this was in the summertime. That motherfucker went up in flames so quick. Man, it wasn't shit I can do. Hey, the fireman had to come and put that bitch out. But I tried, though. So I got experience with what you saying, Raider Syndicate. I got experience with it. I stood there, and I tried to put that bitch out. Had the news camera in the copter above me and everything. I couldn't do it, though, but I tried. You just don't, you know what I mean? You don't just twiddle your thumbs and hope that shit go out on his own. You got to do something. AP is Josh McDaniels. No, he's not. Josh McDaniels 2.0. Shit, you got to remember, Josh McDaniels had total control of the offense. Man, you can't be compared. Man, if we're going to do comparisons, bruh, we got to do real comparisons. You know what I mean? Josh McDaniels comes from a team where he was just a coordinator and did a damn good job. He failed as a motherfucking head coach in Denver and failed with us. AP ain't never been a head coach. AP ain't never been a head coach or a coordinator. He went the Art Shell route. When Art Shell took over the LA Raiders back in 1990, was it 90, 89, became interim as he came over as the offensive line coach, never was a coordinator. And in that second year, when he was full head coach, he did his thing, but he had a whole lot of help on that team, even though we went to the AFC Championship and got our ass whooped against the Buffalo Bills. It's not the same shit. If we're gonna compare shit, we're not doing apples and oranges. Fuck no. We could do volleyballs and basketballs. You know what I mean? We ain't doing apples and oranges. Man, it's like you let Josh McDaniels get a year and a half and AP only gets what, 9 games? Come on, bro. I be thinking sometimes motherfuckers just got some. Everybody pounded the table for AP. And look, let me bring this to the table. AP is safe. AP is not going to lose his job. How do I know this? Let me rewind it back to what Mark Davis said back when he hired AP as permanent coach and when he went and got Telesco. His reason for getting Telesco and not promoting Champ Kelly as GM is because what did he say? He did not want 2 rookies running the team, whether a rookie coach and a rookie GM. So if he understood the problems that was going to come from a rookie coach and a rookie GM, and he chose to go with a veteran GM, then that's letting you know he understood what AP was going to go through as a rookie head coach. He was the only rookie out of those two. So Mark Davis knew the growing pains. I don't know where motherfuckers be thinking of motherfuckers doing something for the first time. They just gonna have automatic success. Let me remind you, 2 of the best coaches right now to ever do it. Bill Walsh, 49ers, was 2-14 his first year with the Niners. Look it up. 2-14. But they kept him. And what happened? He won 4 fucking Super Bowls. Want to continue? Let's continue. Andy Reid, first year with Philadelphia, 5-11 his first year. They did not fire him. He ended up taking Philadelphia to the Super Bowl, even though they didn't win. Now he's with Kansas City, and look what the fuck they doing. Look what the fuck Kansas City doing with a coach that was 5-11 his first year. And I won't get into Belichick. Before he came to motherfucking New England, Cleveland wasn't beautiful. Period. It was not beautiful for him in Cleveland. Well, I tell you, some of you cats gotta go do some research, bro. Don't just be listening to what other motherfuckers are saying. Oh, it's Josh McDaniels all over again. It ain't the same shit. AP never brought motherfucking Garoppolo to be the starting quarterback. He never brought Hoyer. He didn't get rid of Derek Carr. Come on now. Come on. And you figure McDaniels had say over motherfucking who was the motherfucking GM that came with him? Fucking I forgot his name. Anyway, it's not relevant. He ain't even here no more. But he had the say over. He nixed. It was Josh McDaniels that nixed the trade to move up to number 2 to get Stroud. And it was McDaniels that didn't want Stroud. Look at Stroud now with Houston. AP wanted motherfucking Jaden Daniels. Look at Jaden Daniels with Washington. He had his targets. He wanted to get Jaden Daniels, and then he, in his mind, he would have put him with motherfucking what's name that's with Washington and Daniels now. How does Washington look with that combo? That's exactly what AP wanted. That same tandem. That's why I said you can't knock this man, bro. This man trying with what he got. The shit that McDaniels and them left on the table is the shit that AP came in and had to coach. But if it wasn't good enough for McDaniels, the fuck y'all think is going to happen this time? That's why the blame deserves to go where the blame needs to go. But the only reason why AP will get blamed is only because he's head coach, not because he did anything wrong. That's the only reason. just because he's the coach. Anybody that was the head coach and the same shit is happening, that's the only reason why they getting the blame. McDaniels was the head coach and the offensive coordinator, and the offense sucked ass. Of course we can blame him. That's why man, sometimes y'all gotta get on your P's and Q's, bro. You gotta get on your P's and Q's and stop acting like these other cats that just don't know shit and just be pulling shit out their ass and trying to tell us it's gold. No, that ain't gold, that's shit. And I'm not making no excuse for AP, but it is what it is. We gotta let everybody want to give AOC a chance as a rookie, which he deserves. He deserves that opportunity as a rookie, but you gotta understand the mistakes that's gonna come along. JPJ making mistakes, should we cut him? How about DJ Glaze? Let's get rid of him too. Oh, what about Bowers? What about those catches Bowers dropped this last game? We should get rid of him too, huh? Remember when everybody went to get rid of Jacorian Bennett? Oh, look at him in year 2. Come on, bro. Quit jumping to judgment, man. We can't do that shit. We've been doing this shit for decades, and it ain't got us nowhere. We've been firing coaches, firing GMs, trading motherfucking top-tier talent, and not getting shit back in the draft form because we making dumbass selections. Come on now. Fucking Gruden was here and had 3 first-round picks and couldn't do shit with none of them. Josh Jacobs is the only thing that looked nice. But the other 2, 3 first-round picks, bro. Do you know where we should have been with 3 first-round picks? Let's keep it a buck. 3 first-round picks. We should not be sitting here twiddling our thumbs wondering what the fuck we gonna do next. Facts. Sometimes you gotta let shit mature. You can't expect your kid to go out and get no motherfucking job and they only 6 years old, but because you jumping the gun. Let that motherfucker get a work permit at 14 and go in there and bust some suds at some restaurant or something to learn the value of money. Make his mistakes to understand what it means to be an adult. That's the same thing with being a football player and being a head coach. If you're doing anything for the first time, you gonna have to learn. And how do you learn? By fucking up. That's the only way you gonna learn. You ain't gonna make it unscathed, and then when you do approach a situation where you do fuck up for the first time, you panic because you never fucked up before. That shit just, I mean, come on now. We better than that shit. We acting like Niner fans, and you know how them motherfuckers panic. Everything all gravy for them at the beginning of the season until they start losing. And when they start losing those big games, them Super Bowls, look, Raiders only lost 2 Super Bowls. Niners did that shit in a shorter motherfucking span than we did. We never lost back-to-back Super Bowls, ever. We lost the first one and the last one we was in. We trying to get back. We not the Niners, bruh. Their window is closing. Closing. Only so long they can keep that team together. But they didn't panic when Purdy was only, what was he, the 7th round pick? He panned out for him. And you figure if we want to talk, look at Tomlin. Tomlin with Pittsburgh. How long Tomlin been the motherfucking coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers? And how many Super Bowls he got? How the fuck you keep your job? For 16 years? He's been the head coach? And how many Super Bowls? And Andy Reid just won fucking 2 back-to-back? And we can't, Tomlin, yeah. I ain't knocking Tomlin, but goddamn, man, how you sitting there for 2 decades, as long as the Raiders, and ain't did shit. Oh yeah, your record looks good during the regular season. You never had a losing season, but what do you call a losing season? Finishing with more wins than losses, or getting a Super Bowl? That's what you play. We ain't playing just for the wins. We playing to get in that motherfucker to get that trophy. Come on now. Salute to everybody, man. Lawrence E in the building, man. Salute to you, brother. Hope all is well. Raider P in the building. What it do, man? What it do? Top of the morning. Eugene Powell writing the kisser, man. Salute to you, man. Top of the AM, man. Desert Raider in the building. What it is, what it is. Hey, guess he needed to go, bro. I told y'all that shit. I told y'all. I said I just seen the writing, bro. It's just his play. Like I said, man, you could script out your scripts are beautiful. You know what I mean? Your script, it's like this. You meet a girl's like, girl, your makeup is you beautiful with your makeup on. And then after that makeup washes off, now it's the real deal. And you like, oh my God, you straight googler boogler looking motherfucker, you. Oh, booger wolf looking ass bitch. Put your makeup back on. See, now you seen the real motherfucker. See, it's easy to script shit, put on your eyelashes and they put on their little foundation to cover up all the little discoloration of their faces, lipstick, ass implants, breast implants, injections in the lips, get their cheekbones done, and yeah, you bad. But then you find out it's all cosmetic. And that's exactly what Getsy was, all cosmetic. Oh, he could script a beautiful script. But when it came to real life and reacting to things that happen at real time, homeboy wasn't it. Homeboy wasn't it, bruh. He wasn't it. That motherfucker got out there during the game and his in-game adjustments sucked ass like a Diddy party. Yes, Diddy. Not a no Diddy party. Suck ass like a Diddy party. Yes, that's what I said that shit. But yes, bro, he sucked ass. He could not. It's kind of like a rapper. You got some rappers that's beautiful with the pen and pad. But then you got motherfuckers that can freestyle, like not rap shit they already wrote, but come off the dome with some shit. You like, oh shit. And I know some rappers like that whatever they look at, they can incorporate into a rap. Now that is talent. That's preparing for whatever. A battle rapper to me is, I got more respect for a battle rapper than the pen is cool. A motherfucker that write, I respect that too. But as far as being able to come off the dome, you can't teach that, bruh. Either you got it or you don't. And that's Getsy. Either you got it or you don't. And to be stubborn and not try to change. Okay, now let's get into what's going on. Hold on, let me see. Let me get everybody in the chat first. I don't want to miss y'all, man. I want to get all your little comments and everything, man. Hope all is well with all y'all, for real, for real. What up, though? That's that Detroit shit. Salute, man. Hey, with the Raiders one time, you already know what it is, man. We got Pyro in the building, Lakai in the building. Salute. Let's see. Back, coach. Hey, that's another thing we were saying too. Cadillac Williams. Nah, bruh. But here's one thing I didn't understand about yesterday's game. And I told y'all this game day morning with the nation. I said, go with Madison. Madison been ripping chunks off better than Zamir has. And what he was, and they didn't start off the game running the ball. One thing I was impressed with, here go the script. They go deep on first down. Beautiful. Beautiful. Because usually it's run the ball, pass. Incomplete, third down, punt the ball. You know what I mean? But yesterday they came out, when they got that ball, man, they first down, they went deep to Trey Tucker. I'm not mad at that. Now you got the defense worrying about the deep ball. Opening up the middle. And what happened? Madison was ripping off chunks. When they got to him. But then they go to, even though Zeus did get his touchdown, but that was only like, 3 inches? A 3-inch touchdown? But I'm not going to knock it, though. It's still points on the board. But Madison was the one that was getting the motherfucking ground game going. And every time something is working for Getsy, he goes away from it. What the fuck? What the fuck? So you only going to take one shot down the field to Trey Tucker? You don't just do it once. Do the whole. Come on, bro. So, I mean, it is what it is. He's where he deserves to be, unemployment line. Maybe he's out there going to go vote. You know what I mean? Go vote for maybe Trump or Kamala, whoever he chooses. You know what I mean? Maybe they can give him a job as being an offensive coordinator of the White House. So he can run this country in the ground. Just like he tried to run this offense. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's good riddance. I seen this shit coming, bro. We all did. Tony Sheffer, what it do, man? Salute. Trying to get to the end. You trying to get to the end of the year without getting fired. Hey, bro, we all are. As long as we don't do the shit Getsy did. You know what I mean? Hey, stay away from the play calling. Hey, delegate that shit. Charles Washington in the building, man. What it do, man? I'm so tired of this mismanagement of my Raiders. Hey, for real, bro. We need to finally just get the shit right. Get the right everything. So, you know what I mean? Everybody talk that tank shit, man. Like I said, I don't believe in that tank shit because, like I said, they got motherfuckers playing for contracts. And I'm pretty sure they ain't not going to go out there and lose on purpose because you figure out of all your life playing football to make it to the pros, Pop Warner never told you to lose on purpose. High school never told you to lose on purpose. College never told you to lose on purpose. But you get to all these millionaires, and now it's okay for these millionaires not to work for their salary and try to win a game. We get mad when motherfuckers get overpaid and not produce. D'Angelo Hall, shout out to him. Guess he lasted one more game than D'Angelo Hall did with us. D'Angelo Hall got booted after 8 games. Guess he got lucky with 9. And guess how much money that motherfucker D'Angelo Hall was making that season? $1 million a game. $16 million. And he got paid 8 before he got fired. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not paying a motherfucker to go out there to lose. If I'm running a team and I'm giving you $20 million a year, that $20 million does not mean go out there and don't play. Don't give no effort. Fuck a draft pick and trying to lose on purpose because there's other teams. If that's the case, we probably ain't going to be the only team trying to lose on purpose. So who's going to win that? When you got 5 fucking teams losing on purpose with 2 wins, who the fuck going to win? Who going to win that battle? And God forbid we play one of these motherfuckers. We're just going to go into overtime at 0-0 and end in a tie. The fuck? These motherfuckers got contracts to play for next year. Why you think Spillane is out there after he done got injured? He's got a contract to earn. He got a brand new baby girl. And everybody talk about tanking like we not worried about these motherfuckers trying to get their next contract. Come on, bruh. Motherfuckers, ain't no other level of football ever ask you to quit. Or go out there and don't try to win. Ain't nobody told you that shit ever. You get into the pros and now that you're making the big money, now I can just shout out to Randy Moss. Now I can just play when I want to. I'm going to name all these motherfuckers that did it without trying to lose. Getting all that money. And didn't want to give the effort every snap. But we look at Max Crosby and we celebrate him for not doing that shit. He go out there and bust his ass every play, whether he got to get his knee drained or what. And now we asking him to go out there and not try to win, not try to get a sack and a strip fumble, just to try to get a quarterback. Like I said, you're not promised no #1 overall pick if everybody's fucking tanking at the same time. Half the league ain't making the playoffs, and there's other teams out there that's going. Giants is going to win a quarterback. Carolina going to want one. Jets is going to want one. And all of them going to try to lose too. What the fuck we going to do when we all lose? Ring around the fucking rosies. That shit don't make no sense. Shout out to the Philadelphia 76ers who was tanking every fucking year to get the top draft pick just to not win a championship in the NBA. Shout out to you tanking. Motherfucker said tanking. We gonna fuck around and tank. We gonna tank and only get the 3rd pick because there's a whole shitload of teams that ain't good this year. We worried about what? We lost 5 games straight. Hey, the Saints lost 7. the New Orleans Saints lost 7 straight. They worse than us. They first 2 wins came at was what, first and second week of the season. We going into week 10, and they don't know what a W look like no more. Shout out to the Cowboys too, giving Dak all that money. What that W look like? You better take that motherfucking W out of Cowboys and just call yourself Cowboys. Let's go Cowboys, because ain't no W in Dallas. Hey, ain't no W in Dallas, so you got to get that W up out of that motherfucking Cowboy, because you don't even know what one of them motherfuckers. You calling it double V. COVVBOY. Go Cowboys. Motherfucker, double V. Yeah, it's two V's put together. Motherfucker, that's a W. That don't look like no U. It certainly ain't two of them. Dallas is confused right now. They trying to figure out the alphabet. Like, what the fuck is this letter right here? How you spell cowboy with a COVV? Cough boys. You know what I mean? Shout out to the cough boys. Hey, shout out to everybody watching, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for real. If this is your first time here, you know what to do. Hit that like button, man, and subscribe to the channel, man. We're here every morning. We entertain, and we also are informative. Now, let me go. Let me see. Make sure I got everybody out here, man. Jalen Harris in the building, man. Salute to you. Top of the morning. Hope all is well. We the people in the building, man. Salute Eagletarian 207. Yes, we are in here. Shout out to all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man, this morning. Hold on, let me see if I missed anybody else. Tony Shepard. Yes, indeed. Lateef Cooks in the building, man. Salute. I'm interested to know who's going to O-line coach and QB coach. Okay. So here it is. From what they're saying, and it ain't been confirmed, but I'm waiting to see if it has been, which I don't agree with it because it just does not, it don't correlate to, you know what I mean, what I think that it should happen. But anyway, what you got going on, since we got rid of the OC, Luke Getsy, James Craig at offensive line, and here's another thing that I'm paying attention to also. Not only am I looking at the fact that Getsy, Craig, and Scangarello is gone at QB coach, but don't forget, the system we were running was wide zone. Does wide zone go away now? Because you remember it seemed like we kind of struggled with Zeus in the zone run scheme, and then now that you have JPJ, which I think is more suited for a power run scheme than Andre James is in a power scheme. Do you abandon the zone and go to power? Since you got JPJ I don't think JPJ gonna let go of that center position, bro. He's too good at it. You know what I mean? So I think that power zone, that wide zone is done, and we going back to the power. You feel me? So James Craig comes from the Niners doing the wide zone, and then that's also the same that Getsy wanted to run in his offense. Now his offense comes from Joe Philbin in Green Bay. Because you remember when Devontae was here, Devontae said, I'm starting to remember this offense again. It's the same offense we ran in Green Bay. Well, guess who ran the offense in Green Bay? That was under I'm going to tell you because he was there twice. That was Joe Philbin. The first time, matter of fact, I'll get you the years right now. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, the first time Joe Philbin was offensive coordinator in Green Bay was 2007 to 2011, right? Then he went to Miami in 2012 and then went back to Green Bay in 2018 as OC. 2018, Devontae Adams was there. As OC, that was Joe Philbin's offense that Getsy had took from Green Bay. Because Getsy was at one point wide receiver when Devontae Adams came into the league. He was the wide receivers coach, and then later Getsy was offensive or the QB coach when of course Rodgers there too. But Philbin was the offensive coordinator 2018, which that year in 2018 he improved that offense to fourth in the yards per game, fourth in yards per play, and sixth in third down conversion percentage as offensive coordinator. This is why I want Philbin. Philbin in 2 weeks, you don't have to change nothing. The team knows the playbook because this is Philbin's playbook. It was the play calling that we questioned with Getsy. He would call some plays. What the fuck is you doing? But Philbin was always successful with his offense. Even took that same offense to the Miami Dolphins when he was head coach in 2012, where in his first 3 seasons as offense or as the head coach, in Miami, the offense improved from 27 to 11 under him in the first 3 years. He moved it from 27 to 11. 16 spots. That's half the NFL. He passed up. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it makes more sense for Philbin. But see, here's the dilemma though. If Philbin does not want that title and want that position just to be an interim offensive coordinator, he won't take it. He might be fine being a consultant, because last year he was with Ohio State as a consultant. Before that, he was the Dallas Cowboys. Oh my bad, he was the Dallas Cowboys offensive line coach. So you know what I mean. It all depends on him, but I think it will be. You would not miss a thing as far as having 2 weeks to go ahead and not install your offense, because it's already installed. Just work on the play calling that you would have ran. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, I'm just the messenger. You feel me? But yeah, as far as offensive coordinator go, the name that they brought up, who was the offensive coordinator, he was only offensive coordinator with Washington football team. Well, we know it ain't the football, but that's when he was the OC. Washington football team, but now it's the Washington Commanders. But he's fucking that's the only year he had experience calling plays, was with Washington. Because with us, he's the pass game coordinator, which I'm talking about Scott Turner. So I mean, North Turner was one of them guys that was with Dallas back when they was winning those Super Bowls in the 90s. His dad was running that shit, the offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he's a chip off the old block, but I mean, if he becomes and is named offensive coordinator, great. QB coach, I don't have a fucking clue. I ain't going offensive line coach, I don't have a fucking clue. I can't tell you. I don't know. So is those people on this roster right now as coordinator? Where do you pull them from? You know what I mean? Do you pull? I don't know how you're gonna run this offensive line. Who you know what I mean? You feel is capable to come right in? And is this a temporary job that you're offering, an interim position at OC, offensive line coach and QB coach, where after the season you guys are gone and we're going to go out there and do a job interview with everybody to find the ones that we want here? I don't know. It's a lot of questions to be asked. But yeah, Scott Turner is the name popping up. I even seen on Wikipedia where they named him offensive coordinator already, but ain't nobody made that shit. I don't think I don't know, because it's like the same thing last year when they got rid of the coach, but they got rid of the coach, the GM, and the motherfucking offensive coordinator. So now you looking at two higher ups in the OC. So this time around, it's just the coordinators that's gone. It's the OC, O-line coach, and the QB coach. The offense. Somebody had to go, bro. It just is what it is. Somebody had to go. I know some people say about getting rid of Patrick Graham. No. We can't do that. We got to make Patrick Graham look good. We got to make him look good with this defense, bro. Hopefully this offense can add something as far as have longer drives and eat more time off the clock to allow the defense to be rested so they can get out there and put some foot in some ass. You feel me? Because this is what I told you guys before. Don't forget, Patrick Graham and Champ Kelly are two individuals that if they happen to get a head coaching job or a GM job elsewhere, we get 2 third-round picks for that. Remember that. Now, if they both get offered jobs, GM and head coach, and they might bring them in as a tandem, it could possibly happen. But if it don't happen, I wouldn't want them to go in the same year, because then instead of you would think you would get 4 third-round picks for them, they'll limit it down to 3. This year, they will give us 2 compensatory third-round picks this year and only 1 next year if both get promoted elsewhere after this season. But if only 1 goes this year, we'll get 2 for them. And if the other one goes another year, we'll get 2 for them That, you know what I mean? So those are extra draft picks we can use at our 3rd round pick. So we want Patrick Graham to do good and get interviewed and hired as a coach elsewhere. And Champ Kelly, the same way, want him to get interviewed to become a GM elsewhere so we can get those draft picks. I take 2 extra 3rd rounders this year and an extra next year if they go at the same time. You know what I mean? So that's just part of what the NFL implemented with hiring of minorities to higher positions. Now, we can't do it. We can't make Patrick Graham head coach and Champ Kelly GM and get draft picks. It has to be with other teams, because people will manipulate that rule by just keeping them in house and hiring them. We're gonna get draft picks by hiring our own. Yeah, exactly. But they gotta go elsewhere and get hired. So we want Patrick Graham to do great, do wonderful. Go get a head coaching job. Give us those picks. You know what I mean? So that's what I see. What we need to do. We need him to do well. And also with the way this draft looks, especially the first 3 picks looking like they're on their way to, do great things for us. Hopefully they'll say with Champ Kelly being an assistant GM under Telesco that they can grab that magic too. Because Bowers, JPJ, and Glaze, and not to mention these other guys that we don't know yet. It's only year 1. We got to see production and see improvement. But if we can get that out of them, bro, then this draft could be something special. You know what I mean? And then other teams will look at that like, man, we need Champ Kelly was there when it happened. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens, man, with that. Let me play this thing about that AP had at his conference yesterday on the changes coming with the Raiders, which we discussed. But we knew it was coming after he did this shit.
Do you feel like you guys have hit rock bottom, or where do you guys go?
Today was a good day in the office. Got the bye week to reset. You look at everything. And when I say everything, everything.
Is there anything that you can put your finger on why?
No, that wasn't a good enough effort. Obviously, the score tells you that. It looked like that the entire game, except for probably the first quarter. But again, just going to have to reset over the bye week. Got enough time to sit there and really, really, really dive into what we can do to fix this, because it can't continue.
And boy, last night, I didn't expect that shit so quick, but we should have been used to that shit, because you remember when they were going to name starting quarterback, AP said, well, we got a couple of days and then we'll get back to you. The following day, like, Gardner Minshew's the starter. You know what I mean? Like, God dang, boy, that was a quick 2 days. What the fuck? We was on Gilligan's Island or something? You know what I mean? Time went by and we didn't count that shit off the calendar. But yeah, man, we'll see what else happens. You know what I mean? The offensive side of the ball, clean as a whistle, then ate all that shit sucked all that shit out the crawfish head. For those that eat crawfish, you know what I mean? You got to suck that there crawfish head. Get all that seasoning out. You know Shedeur Sanders is going to be the target, bruh. He's going to be the target. Him or Cam Ward, I'll take either one of them. And my third one, motherfuckers be overlooking that shit, but Gabriel from Oregon, and here's the beauty about Gabriel. Gabriel is a left-handed quarterback, so we don't have to worry about that left side tackle. All we got to worry about DJ Glaze handling his business. Protect the blind side of a left-handed quarterback. DJ Glaze's responsibility. So that means your left tackle and rookie quarterback will be there for years. Solidified, working together. JPJ is the center. You know, he wasn't there when Gabriel got there. I think Gabriel came this year. That was he's after Bo Nix. So JPJ, you know what I mean? So, but like I said, that's only a third choice, and I would not grab him high because other quarterbacks are ahead of him. So if we miss out on a quarterback in the first round, there's gonna be quarterbacks in this draft that you can develop. They may not be superstars, but they'll be good enough to win you some games, get you into the playoffs, and give you an opportunity with the defense and the weapons you put around them. You got Ewers out of Texas. You know what I mean? Old boy out of Alabama. You know what I mean? You got some guys out there. So, and there's not a lot of teams that need quarterbacks. A lot of these teams that's sucking at, like the Patriots, we know for a fact they are not going to draft a quarterback. Period. Cincinnati is not drafting a quarterback. Now, people's on the fence with the Giants. I can see them doing it. The Jets, you probably want to look at your future, especially if this shit just crash and burns this season with Devontae and Rodgers. They're gonna strip that motherfucking team down, and they probably will go. But they got more wins than us. They got 3 wins. So right now they said we're tied for second in the draft. We got to look at the teams that need quarterbacks that's ahead of us. Everybody's not going to draft quarterback. People say Cleveland. Cleveland is in a horrible situation right now. I think they still owe Watkins Watson. They owe him $232 million and is fully guaranteed. Boy, that can you imagine that shit? You try to release or trade, ain't nobody gonna trade for him. First of all, that's too much money. They not gonna trade him. If you release him, you're gonna try to do it as a June 1st release, which is gonna spread his money over 2 years. Do you know that's over $100 million over 2 years, over each year? Bruh, fully guaranteed. See, they thought this was the man. See, you only give a quarterback that kind of money if you know deep down in your loins this is your franchise QB. Oh no, that was your franchise jack-off artist. That's what that's what he was for Cleveland. You know what I mean? Now, if only he could throw the ball to himself, because he got that action. You feel me? Oh my God, man. But it is what it is, man. So, like I said, there's only a few teams that need quarterbacks. Don't forget how many quarterbacks went in the top 11? 6. That's 6 teams that ain't drafting a quarterback, bro. That ain't gonna be good this year and end up in the draft again. I'm just in the top of the draft. You know what I mean? So we ain't got to worry about them, but they can be useful because those teams with quarterbacks already that's not going to do good this year, guess what? They will be very damn well needed to do a deal to move up to grab someone if we need to. Because usually teams like that got their franchise quarterback, now they got to add parts. They'll trade back to get multiple draft picks to fill out that roster. Oh, believe you me, they will trade back just in order to get draft picks to go ahead and fill out their roster because they know they got to add more for that quarterback that they just added. Does Tennessee give up on what's name? Now, see, here's the other things. I don't think they give up on these quarterbacks after 1 year. I know they're in their second year, but you can't. Richardson, he was hurt all last year. You can't count that. But I know that little incident when he pulled me out the game because he was tired. Shit, that didn't look good. But do they just? You got you, man. I don't know. Sometimes these teams do shit that you be like, what the fuck is you doing? What are you doing? New England, the only one that made that went in and protected themselves. They drafted 2 quarterbacks. Oh, we're going to do like Washington did when they had RG3 and Kirk Cousins. Somebody going to pan out. And I can't knock them on that shit because somebody will pan out. And if they don't, boy, you struck out twice, bro, on the same position. Don't ever draft another quarterback again. Just go trade for one or get one off the street in free agency. Because your drafting skills at quarterback, bro. Hey, New England, bro, if May don't work out, bro, oh, shit. Because you ain't going to draft no quarterback this year. This ain't really a deep draft for quarterbacks. There's only like 2 quarterbacks that you would put up there that be like, they can be that one. And it just so happens Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward, because those 2 even work out with each other. They have friendly competitions of who's going to be the best this year. And just so now, and they said fucking Colorado has a chance of playing for their conference championship with the games they got left. They got winnable games. And they was picked to be 11th in their conference. Boy, I tell you, I know the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna keep playing that shit because they ass is retarded. Ain't no W's in Dallas, bro. ain't no W in Dallas. You know what I mean? The only W in Dallas is what the buck? What the buck, young man? What the fuck is a W? Yeah, you thought it was a Volkswagen Bug. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Chris Ariel in the building, man. Salute to you. Man, I appreciate the kind words, bro. Let's get it in one time for you, man. For real, for real. Oh, I fuck with Cam Ward too. You know what I mean? Like I said, we got options, but those two quarterbacks are the only ones that, like, you know what I mean? Bringing bells. They the one ringing bells. It's dinner time, boy, because we're going to eat with one of them. All we need is our own quarterback, bruh, and that's it. For real, for real. Our own franchise quarterback, for real. Yeah, his daddy was solid. Turner's dad was solid, man, for real. LL Cool J. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, his dad was a hell of a offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Like I said, I'm not gonna speculate. I heard people saying it was gonna be him, but nothing has been confirmed. And matter of fact, let me check on my phone before it's 7:52. I'm about to get off in a minute. Oh, and I wanted to run down. Let's see, Scott Turner. When Scott Turner was with Washington, he was there from 2020 to 2022. So the 21-22 season, this is what Washington's offense did. They had 323.6 yards per game. Rushing per game. They had 121.2 yards rushing per game. So they had some good numbers, bruh. Let me see what else they got. Rush, let's see, rush per play. They averaged 4.3 yards per carry as a team. Passing yards a game. That was the rush. The 323 yards is the rushing. Is that not per game, but the 323 was the average yards a game, I think they were saying. Passing yards for the season, I think it was. Hold on, where'd they go? No, passing yards per game was 202 yards, 202.4 yards per game. QBR was for Washington. The QBR was 85.8. Sacks. Oh, now this is just sacks on the offense. For the season, I think they have 43 sacks. And then what is this stat right here? Oh, third down conversion percentage was 38.8%. And let me see. Possessions per game. Or it might be the time. Time of possession. No, that can't be there. That can't be right. Possessions 30. Say 30 by 43. And points per game. Points per game, Washington under yeah, they were only 19.7 points a game, bruh, between 21 and 22. Under Scott Turner. 19.7, bro. That sounds like what the Raiders are doing now. That's why it don't make sense to me. Why would you pull a guy that's not, he's only familiar with the offense from this year as pass game coordinator when you got Joe, but see, like I said, it all depends on if Joe Philbin wants the job. But it makes the most perfect sense. He's already here. Guess his offense is from Philbin, but Philbin is better at calling his own plays from his own playbook because everywhere he went as either offensive coordinator or head coach running the offense, his offense was always top 10. Top 10. You know what I mean? Always. And it was 2 different stints he was with Green Bay. And each time when he was gone, that offense dropped down and he brought him back. And in Miami, let me see, who was Miami? Let me see. He was the head coach in Miami in 2018, I think. No, 2012. 2012, let's see something. This is I meant to look this one up too, because this is gonna be interesting. Okay, now this makes perfect sense too. And people been saying this. Why don't we go after Tannehill? Tannehill. When Joe Philbin was with Miami in 2012. See, now this shit and I think Tannehill's still out there. When Joe Philbin was with Miami in 2012, that's when in his first 3 seasons, the offense improved from 27th to 11th with Tannehill at quarterback. You done rose an offense 16 spots with Tannehill. So that in this offense, do you go get Tannehill? I don't think, unless you really trying to win, that offense is already there. Tannehill knows it, but I don't think they do that. I think they want to find out what's up with Ritter. I think the curiosity of Ritter is, he has all the attributes that, like I said, in a perfect world, if you could take Minshew's mobility and his expertise as a veteran and put it with AOC's arm, that'd be the quarterback you want. And I think they're trying to see that because we know Ritter does have an arm. Accuracy, I'm not really I don't know the numbers on him, so I ain't going to say. But I know it's not elite, but he's still only 25 years of age. But we know his mobility is one of the tops in the league, up there with Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? So I think they want to see what they can do with him. Like I said, he's only 25 years. Matter of fact, ain't he younger than AOC and got more experience? Let me see. Aiden O'Connell, Wikipedia. Yeah, AOC is older than Ritter. So Ritter is younger by a year. So that's even, you got a guy in Ritter that got way more experience than AOC and younger. So that's why they went and stripped him off of Arizona's practice squad just to see, bro. Like I said, we're not gonna do shit this year, but it was time to go, and you really can't analyze the personnel you have with shitty play calling. You know, a lot of people say that it ain't just the quarterback. If you don't have a good play caller, quarterback don't mean shit. And that's exactly what I'm getting to. How can you analyze personnel on your offense if you got a shitty play caller? You can't really give them a correct grade for their ability in a bad system. And it's not a bad system. It's not a bad playbook. It's bad play calling, bad in-game adjustment. That's what Getsy was doing. You can't analyze nothing if, you know what I mean? That's like me trying to analyze you. Let's say, for instance, I want to see what your 40 time is, right? So I'm timing you in sand. That's not your correct speed. If I got you running the 40 in sand, you're not going to get the 40 time on grass that we need to see. That's Getsy in this offense. You can't analyze the personnel we got under Getsy because of the play calling. You can't do it. You're not going to get the right read on them. You know what I mean? You want them in you want to see them in motion because we've seen in a scripted situation. Oh, but one and two drives ain't enough to analyze a player when you got a whole game of footage that the rest of it is bullshit. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. We're gonna I'm about to get off here, man, and keep your eyes open, keep your ear to the ground. Let me see the updates. If anything has went down or anything written in stone as far as who the OC is going to be. All right, let me see. Look, the Saints fired Dennis Allen. So Dennis Allen is out there. Y'all want him again? Y'all say, y'all say AP is horrible. Let's go get Dennis Allen again. Maybe he can bring Derek Carr back. Damn, the Saints fired their coach. Like I said, we lost 5 in a row, but they lost 7, bro. That's fucked up. Dennis Allen lost his job over Derek Carr. Derek Carr got his coach fired. He did an Aaron Rodgers. Now Derek Carr, they said Derek Carr wants Devontae Adams from the Jets. The Jets, they want to trade for Devontae Adams from the Jets to the Saints to resurrect his career. Damn, motherfuckers, a trade deadline. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on, I'm trying to see if there's any more. Let me see. Ian Rappaport, official. Saints. The Saints with quotes from Mickey Loomis and Gail Benson. Those have got to be the owners of the team. Did they just do? Is it just the head coach? Is Dennis Allen the only thing getting fired? I'm just curious. I don't give a damn. Damn, boy, motherfuckers gonna be in the unemployment line today after they go vote. They about to go look for a job. Wow. With New Orleans firing Dennis Allen, questions remain about what the Saints will do before the 4 p.m. Eastern trade deadline, as the team holds a 2-7. I'm gonna speak for the Raiders. I don't care what the Saints do. I do not want the Raiders trading for no players at all, period. Fuck the deadline. Fuck trade. Now, if you want to trade away players, anybody except Max Crosby, I'm fine with. But is there anybody of value? No, I ain't gonna say anybody. Jacorian Bennett, you gotta rock with him. You gotta rock with him. That boy got talent, and I still think he ain't even scratched the surface yet. And this is only year 2 for him. I know a lot of people mention Colton Miller. I say no to that one. You gotta have a veteran on that O-line, bro. There's a lot of young meat. I don't know if I should say it like that. Let me rewind and say that shit. There's a lot of young talent on the offensive line that still developing, bro. You know what I mean? And then not to mention, we could go into the draft and grab a couple of more, which I see that happening because the trenches are very valuable when it comes to building your roster, especially from the offense and defensive side of the ball. That the trenches got to be done. For anything else to work right, we got to get that right. We got to get it fixed. And to have our own under, whether it's a first round or second, third, fourth, fifth round pick, 4 to 5 years as a Raider, we need that continuity, bro. I'm tired of the revolving door with offensive linemen. And that's what we've been doing. Leatherwood didn't work. I can name them all. Vanderdost didn't work out. You know what I mean? Bruce Campbell didn't work out. You know, we had to move Gallery from tackle to guard. You know what I mean? For him to be what he was. But that's not the intentions. Lester Cotton. I mean, the list goes on. Our offensive line, we finally this year got it right from what it seems. JPJ and DJ Glad, it seems like we made right choices. Can we do it again? Let's get this offensive line right. Let's get our quarterback and let him have his protection, and then we worried about the weapons he can go to. We already got him a hella fire tight end. What about the run game? Do we go into the draft and go get us a running back? You know what I mean? Can we find one? I'm pretty sure we can. You know what I mean? So it's all a wait and see with the Raiders, man. But like I said, we're gonna lose. I'm just, especially with a change like this, we're gonna lose. I know we want to win, but I think they're gonna go into the second half of the season and really start having to analyze the talent we have and come up with the decision of who's staying and who's going. So we can go into the draft, and free agency is going to be first in March to go ahead and start collectively grabbing talent to finish out this roster. Quarterback is A1 top priority. A1 top priority is quarterback. Everything else will fall into place. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your Monday. Be safe out there, man. Make it back home to your loved ones. Hey, Halloween down. Now we got Thanksgiving to go. You know we got the Black Friday game against the Chiefs. If we don't win another game, God damn it, I want that motherfucking victory. I want that victory on Black Friday to slap the shit out the Chiefs. You feel me? So with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your day. I'll be back same Raider time, same Raider channel, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here on Raiders Allegiance. And once again, if you have not done so, please feel free to hit that like, man. Share this video if you would like. And also, man, become a subscriber of the channel if this is your first time here, man. We're here to rock and roll with the nation, man. Keep it solid, 10 toes down. You feel me? So with that being said, man, I'm Lunatic Raider. And oh, what the fuck just happened? Oh shit, I'm tripping. I'm about to see my shit. I'm gonna leave y'all one more time with this. And with that being said, like I always say about this time, I'm out this bitch.